Okay, after Googling a little bit, we figured out our design. So basically me and Akshay are going to use some heavy gauge wire, maybe some plastic tubing that we can stick the wire through so that the wire isn't so bumpy. And then we're going to use probably like PVC pipe as a base, or like balsa wood or something, like columns of balsa wood. But right now this is basically just like, we don't know for sure, but this is the design we're going with. And then it says we need like loops, hills, and we need an inclined plane and such. So basically, we think that these materials will give us the flexibility that we need.
Okay, so this is paper, and this is what our track's gonna be made out of, because we're pouring stuff.
We already started building it.
And it's already kind of being started built, and this is what it looks like.
This is the first part of the track. It's kind of reinforced with popsicle sticks and duct tape on the back, so it's not as flimsy, because this stuff is pretty flimsy.
It's paper.
Yeah. Oh.
And we tape it together with tape.
Because we're pouring and stuff.
And this is pipe.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
our border.
Our border to keep the car or the golf ball from, you know.
And as you can see, it's already started to be built. Like this part.
We're gonna glue it.
Yeah.
I'll zoom into the pipe, the track.
See, now the golf ball is going to be kept within here, so that the pipe, there's going to be pipe on either side, so that it doesn't slip out. And this part is actually going to be our loop.
That's the loop. Hopefully, unless it doesn't work.
And it's made out of paper.
Again, support.
Yeah, except this time we reinforced it with duct tape on the side, so it wouldn't slip around and stuff, which we find to be a little bit better than this. But this doesn't really matter because this is just a decline from the start.
Yeah, so it can go fast.
Yeah, and then it can go around the loop.
Oh.
It's gaining energy.
This is so exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like, not really. Alright, so this is our track so far.
We're kind of in the process of gluing it.
Yeah.
For the most part, we've got this side done at least.
This is our border, I guess, the pipes.
Oh, and as we said before, this part's going to be our
loop.
So, like, it looks like it bends pretty well.
So, it'll probably work.
Yeah, we'll maybe need to fix a couple of things, but for the most part, it's working well. Okay, so as you can see, besides the Coke, that track has been done. It's completely done, but with the loop, and that track is supposed to be the loop, remember, we're kind of running into some difficulties. So basically what we've had to do is, you see right here, this used to be like a continuous line, but we've had to cut it because if we don't cut it, then it's just completely inflexible. So right here, we're kind of cutting this so that it can bend more easily, because as you can see, it bends a lot more. And then same thing with this part. And we think that these parts can be straight because these are kind of like the straightaways almost after the loop is done. I wanted to build up as much speed as possible. And then kind of running into difficulties with some crappy materials, like this tape really isn't holding it. The duct tape is kind of coming apart. We've had to throw away like a lot of glue because it's just been completely wasted. So, I don't know. You want to say anything?
It's not fun to hot glue, like, no joke. It's pretty depressing.
Yeah.
But besides that, I guess he's summed everything up.
Yeah, it kind of burned my finger, which kind of sucks.
I have like scars with projects.
Yeah.
Like mental and
hope you like it.
It's pretty bad.
I'll come back with another one.
What?
I don't know. Okay, basically, now we're back to square one. Alright, so now, right here, we tried gluing this plastic tubing on, and that worked. It made it a little bit inflexible, so we cut it right here and right here. So that made it a little bit more flexible, but now we're having trouble with the actual length of the thing. So, like, if you actually see it, it's not really that long, and that's the entirety of our loop. So when we tried it, it completely failed. We attached it to this wall right here, and so it went down, and it basically we tried to make the loop, but the turning coming like into the loop was really steep, so it didn't work. We're thinking, maybe it should be longer or what?
We could add this transition to the yellows and the greens and see if that helps. So.
Yeah, so I don't know. It kind of sucks. So whatever. Guess we'll try.
Okay.
Alright, so we're basically done with the frame of the track. Like, as you can see, these wire, rails almost, are going to be the frame. And we've got little popsicle sticks kind of holding it apart at regular intervals. And now, over here, we have the initial drop, and it goes down. And since we don't really have that much room to work with, because we had to put this up, the initial drop, we had to kind of turn it. So now, because we have to turn it, we're having a lot of trouble keeping the speed. We're having a lot of trouble keeping the speed of the golf ball and or the car going up to help it go up the loop. So yeah, we're kind of struggling with that right now. We'll find a way. Alright, so it's not really working. We've got this part down. It's 1 meter high exactly. It goes down there, but then it doesn't make the loop. We think the problem is this turn, but it's the last night of the last day to work on this, and moving this entire thing back is completely impractical. So I don't know. I think we're just gonna make that loop extremely small. There's no limit on the height of the loop, so I guess we'll just make that. And if we make the loop fine, then it'll just go over.
Yeah, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty time consuming. Got a whole bunch of crap around here.
Yeah.
It kinda sucks. Yeah. See if it works.
So this is our final product. It's worked pretty well, and I think we're going to do well in the presentation.
Hopefully.
Unless something bad happens in the car ride over.
Which I don't think it will. This video is gonna